Well, hello. Today we're going to be following on from a video I did about halfway through the season where I'm going to be ranking every Nottingham Forest player based on their performances last season. We've got the entire squad in here. We've got the people that were in the first team last season, players that are out on loan, and yeah, just everyone that I could think of that is part of this squad is in this list. I'm going to be ranking them all just based on how they performed this season, whether that was with us or their club they were on loan with. I'm going to rank them based on whether they should be sold, loaned out next season, whether a squad player, key player, nailed on, and then we'll do my player of the season at the very end as well. I know Forest have already done their awards. Niko Milenkovic was our player of the season. Will he be mine? Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. So I think we're just going to jump right in. We've got goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders and forwards. Let's have a look, shall we? So first off, we've got Wayne Hennessy. Yeah, we re-signed him after one of our academy keepers got injured, so that we had 3 goalkeepers just available in case we needed that. But if we can get money, I would sell him because we have the academy keeper who can now come back in now that he's recovered from injury, I think. Matt Sells is nailed on, of course. Golden Glove winner, incredible keeper, made some brilliant stops this season, has to be nailed on. I think that's a very easy ranking there. Carlos Miguel is a tricky one. Obviously, did cover himself in glory in the cup matches that he played. Got injured against Exeter after dropping a stinker, quite frankly. And there are rumours that he will be leaving the club. I like him though. I think he would be a valuable squad player, good backup to Matt Sells. He is a good keeper, in my personal opinion. I know there are people that will probably disagree with me there, but I do think he is good. I would personally keep him at the club, especially with the Conference League coming up. We will need depth. I would keep Carlos Miguel personally. Turner, I would sell. He was on loan this season with Crystal Palace, where he won the FA Cup. And I think Olympic Lyon are in for him as well. So I'd definitely sell him, get some money for him, and let him join Olympic Lyon or something like that. Alex Marino, he was a loan. It looks like we've not made the deal permanent, so we'll just stick him in sell. He was never really our player to sell anyway, but he'll just go in there for the fun of it. Although he was pretty good for us, to be honest. Maybe put him in as a squad player. I know we're not re-signing him, but if we were, would not hate it. Omar Bamadele, he's been on loan with Strasbourg this season. They've done really well. It's a tough one. I would keep him as good squad player, especially going into the Conference League. We will need extra depth, and I think Omar Bamadele would be good for that. De Silva Moreira, I would send him out on loan, probably to a championship side or another European team, just so we can get some more experience under his belt. He is still young, in all fairness, so I'll definitely loan him out just to, get him some more experience playing higher level games than just the academy. Morato. Ooh, I think with the Conference League, Morato could be very useful. There was a point in the season towards the start, we were on a really good run, that whenever we brought Morato on, he didn't concede a goal. We then played Manchester City. He conceded, and since then he's not been that good. He's definitely the weakest, or one of the weakest of our defenders. I don't hate him. I think he's a solid player, and I would definitely keep him for the Conference League because I think he can do well there. Carmo, I reckon we're probably going to sell to Olympiacos. From my understanding of things, he was bought in as the Murillo replacement should Murillo leave this season or this summer. But I think looking at things now, Murillo's probably going to stay. Fingers crossed. And I think Carmo will just join Olympiacos on a permanent. Milenkovic, nailed on. Aina, nailed on. Bolly, good squad player. We're probably going to let him go, I imagine. I wouldn't mind seeing him, still as a squad player, some good depth. He's still a good player. Good leadership as well. Panzo, I think it's time to go, buddy. We signed him in our promotion season in the January window just to bolster the side. He played like a couple of games here and there. I got no ill will towards the man, but I just don't think he fits in our squad, and I don't think he'd be cut out for the Conference League either, personally. Zach Abbott, would I loan him or would I keep him? I think I'd loan him out, personally, to a championship side, because he's got the quality, 100%. I like him. I want him to stay in the team. I think he would benefit greatly from going out on loan to a championship side, maybe around the middle of the table, maybe fighting for promotion. I think he could do a lot there. He's still young as well, so I think we should loan him out and get his development up. Omar Richards, the mystery man, the forgotten man. We signed him from Bayern Munich when we got promoted. He had a broken leg, hasn't played a professional game for us, has played in a couple of friendlies, bagged as well. I would definitely keep him. I think he can do bits in the Conference League, personally. He's at Rio Ave currently, and I think he would be a good player to have around the squad, definitely for our European exploits if you want to go far in Europe. I would keep him for sure. Toffolo, as much as I love him, he is going to be a free agent this season, so I could put sell, release, I guess. He will be leaving, and I believe there's like Besiktas, Rangers, and I think Sunderland were interested in him from what I've seen recently. So I would definitely let him go. Quality bloke. Been incredible to have around the team. A brilliant spokesperson for the club and men's mental health. Brilliant fella. I have nothing against him. Love him. Love his chant. But he's a free agent, so we don't really have an option to keep him around. As much as I'd love that, I don't think he's cut out for the conference. He could do bits in the conference. Let's be real, but I think he's going. Unfortunately, love you, Toff. Love you. Murillo definitely nailed on, as is Nico Williams. Tyler Binden, I love what I've seen from him at Reading. He's been incredible. Nominated for Player of the Season at League One, which is incredible. I would definitely keep him around the squad. Maybe learn him to a championship side, depending on how he performs in the pre-season. But if he is to go on loan, definitely to a championship team. He's got the quality, but I think he could fight for a position here, to be honest. Danilo, I'd loan out. I like Danilo. I think he's going to be sold to Lyon, but I like him. I love his finger guns, but he's just not been the same player since he came back from the injury, which is unfortunate, but it was a big injury, so it does make sense. Sangare has to be nailed on. He came in to the last games of the season and has been absolutely phenomenal. One of our best midfielders. He progressed to the ball, which a lot of our midfielders hadn't really been doing. And if he wants to get forward, it would go through Sangare. And then when he got taken off, when he got substituted off, we just lost control. It was their time and time again. So definitely nailed on alongside Ellie Anderson. Quality. This lad is quality. So happy we got him from Newcastle because he is a brilliant player. The Jordi Maradona, I fucking love him. Has to be nailed on. Stamanic, I would just sell. He's at Olympiacos currently. That's probably why we signed him, to be honest, so that he could go there. So I'd just sell him. Gibbs-White has to be nailed on. One of our most creative players. A lot of play goes through him. He's class. As is Nico Dominguez. I think halfway through the season I didn't rate him as highly, but he has just been absolutely amazing for the final run-in. Puts himself about the pitch everywhere. Even if he's on the wing, dumb wingers. We've had many a conversation about that, but he has been quality this season. Ryan Yates, love the bloke. Definitely a key player. Not nailed on because the amount of quality we've got in the midfield, but he's still very good. Definitely want him in the squad. He bleeds Nottingham Forest. Mr. Nottingham Forest has to stay. Lewis O'Brien, I would sell. Currently on loan with Swansea. Also been in the MLS a couple of times. I think he's a good player. I don't think he fits into our plans going forward. I definitely tried to sell him. I think a lot of championship sides would be interested in. Possibly a couple of sides, around Europe, America. Definitely sell him. I think we can profit from him. Elanga has been fucking phenomenal since I dropped that ranking video. Nuno took him out of the firing line. It worked wonders because he has been absolutely phenomenal the second half of the season. One of our key players for sure. Hudson-Odoi, I would have nailed him on. I think I nailed him on in the original ranking. I'm going to drop him down to key player as he's not been playing as much, but that was down to injury. He has scored some very, very important goals for us last season, which ultimately helped us qualify for Europe, but I would have liked to see more from him, personally. He can do that shot from outside the box. Class. Would like to see a little bit more to his game, but still quality. Don't want him to go anywhere. He needs to be in the squad, especially for the amount of games we're going to be playing. He'll be key. Chris Wood has to be nailed on. 20 goals, 3 assists. What a player, man. What a fucking player. Chris Wood. Amazing. We're coming to some tough ones here. Jota Silva. I'm a big fan. I really like Jota Silva, the Poundland Jack Grealish, whatever you want to call him. I really like him. He has immense work rate. He will do anything to get that ball. A lot of it is fouling people, but he will challenge like he's a man possessed. You bring him on 70 minutes against tied legs, he will not stop running. He is brilliant. Big fan of Jota Silva, and he's got a cool celebration as well, must admit. Ramon Sosa. I am conflicted because I really like Ramon Sosa as well. I would definitely keep him around for the Europe. I know there are some like Brazilian sides. I think Palmeiras is interested in him, and I can see why. He wants to stay in England. I want to keep him as well. He is very raw, but he's also very young. And I think just more game time, whether that's FA Cup, Conference League, Premier League, definitely keep him because he's good. I like him. Taiwo Awoniyi. Ah, my boy, Taiwo. I like Taiwo. I think a lot of people would agree he is a brilliant human. Very likable. Cult hero in many aspects. But I think, unfortunately, with the injuries he's been having, and almost fucking dying against Leicester, bless him, I think it's time to sell him. Personally, he could definitely do a job in the Conference League. I've no doubt about that. But we're going to be looking to strengthen our attacking line this summer. We've already signed a striker from Brazil. Also looking at Vissa as well. So I think perfect time to sell Taiwo, get him to another team that can give him more game time. And he can actually get back to full fitness and become the player we know he can be. Hopefully not a Premier League rival. Good Lord, I would hate that. Maybe like a team in Spain or France or Germany. I think would do well for him. But I think personally, it's time to go. Same with Josh Bowler. He has not played a professional game for the club. We were after him during the January window of our promotion season. He didn't join. We then picked him up in our first window. Didn't play for the club. Been out on loan multiple times. I think just sell him. He's a good player. He scored for us in pre-season. I celebrated that goal like no other. He could go to a club, play regular football, be a proper starter and have a settled place. I think that'd be good for him. He could definitely do it in the Championship, 100%. So yeah, I'd let him go. Get a little bit of money for him at the very least. And the same with Emmanuel Dennis. Now, you might call me crazy. Possibly I am. But a part of me thinks that Emmanuel Dennis could still do a job for us in the Conference League. I am saying this. I have put him in sold. We should sell him. Maybe I'm delusional. I probably am. There's a little bit of me there that thinks, yeah. I do like Emmanuel Dennis. I think he is a quality player. Well, a good player, shall we say. And I do think the best choice would be to sell him, get a little bit of that money back. We actually signed the worst of the Watford front three when they went down, didn't we? João Pedro doing bits for Brighton. Ismail Assar doing bits for Crystal Palace. We signed Emmanuel Dennis. Typical Forest, really. But yeah, I do like Emmanuel Dennis. I'll be happy to see him in pre-season. But I think ultimately, it's time to go, blood.
It's time to go!
Right, so this is my overall ranking. We're going to overlay my previous ranking on screen to see how things have changed. Okay, so nailed on. All of the same players are there. Dominguez and Elanga. Yep. Key player, Yatesy, Hudson-Odoi, Silva. Yeah. Squad player, dropped Moreno down. But I've kept Carlos Miguel there alongside Willy Bolly. Nice. Morato, where was he? Morato squad player. Yep, so he's in the same place as well. Moved Nico Williams up. He's been absolutely immense this season. Also Dominguez as well. Dropped Taiwo. Kept Sosa there. Yeah, nah, I'm happy with that. Loans for Omar Madele, De Silva Moreira, and Zach Abbott. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can understand why I've done that. Sangare and Danilo were injured at the time of that video, so they've returned to their rightful, so to speak, rankings. Sangare, like I said, brilliant player. He is going to cook for us next season. Mark my words, next season is the Sangare season. 100%. Get him back to peak fitness after a pre-season. That man is going to cook. Oh my god. 90 minutes Sangare? Yes, please. We'll let James Ward-Prowse go. I think that was always going to happen. Elanga, I've moved him back up. I thought he should be sold. That's crazy. I mean, he wasn't performing at that time. I know the mindset I was in. But nah, he's definitely nailed on. Do not sell that man under any circumstances. He's going to be vital for our coming campaign. And then, yeah, Emmanuel Dennis. It's time to go, mate. So, yeah, I'm very happy with the ranking I've done here. I can definitely understand my reasoning from the halfway through the season. But with a full season, you know, taking everything in, letting it marinate, I'm happy with this. The big question: who is my player of the season? I've said it before in a previous video, and I'll scream it from the rooftops. Nico Williams, my son, you are my player of the season. To say I had you in squad player halfway through the season is a bit of a crime, but you have been absolutely amazing, so consistent, brilliant performances week in, week out. I know you're injured currently after playing for Wales. Get recovered, lad. Get ready for pre-season. You are brilliant. The fact we almost loaned you out at the start of the season is, looking back, you know, hindsight's 2020. That was heresy. I could never imagine doing that now. Thank God we didn't, because you, my son, have been phenomenal. Yeah, he's my player of the season. I can see why Milenkovic won it. He has been phenomenal, really transformed our back line. But I can see shouts for Chris Wood and Matt Sells as well. Been quality for us, you know. We've got the Golden Glove, a 20-goal campaign from Chris Wood. Yeah, brilliant scenes all around. I am very happy with our squad. There are a couple of additions I'd like to make, of course, but I think this is probably the best ranking there could be. You know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but it's facts. It's facts. But yes, I have been O2GT, and that has been my end of the season ranking for all the Nottingham Forest players. I know it's a bit late after the end of the season, but I've been a busy boy. Yet more videos to come. Got some more variety content coming, you know, football shirt design videos coming up. Oh, and yeah, just some other different sort of videos I've got in the works. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.